so loud, it seems so loud. The city quiet now, the city's quiet now. What you gonna do? Get up now, get up now, get up now. What you gonna do? Get up now, get up, get up now. Get what you gonna do? Get up now, get up now. What you gonna do?
Tell these punk motherfuckers no matter how hard you try, you cannot control me. Get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I tell these punk motherfuckers out of here. Get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Tell these motherfucker ones that you cannot control me. Get the fuck up out of here. With that bullshit you could blow me. I'm in the battle with these some straight up freak shit. This is my music, my style. So just adjust to it. Fuck motherfucker wanna come and try to test me, but they just don't know. I'm gaining my power. I'm taking over control. This city is so fucked. I'm about to bring that shit down. This is terror on the mic.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Mystery, and if you haven't noticed, I chopped off all my hair. What's up, G and Zach? I will keep you in my prayers. If I remember right, isn't it a little early for your baby to come? If not, then, you know, everything should be all good. But either way, I'm going to keep you guys in my prayers. I hope the best for you guys. So, I've been gone for a week. A lot has gone down in this week. So let's get addressing some of the news that has been going on. So, let me turn it down just a little bit more. Alright. So, is it just here? Is that there we go. That's a little better. Okay. Well, what's up, guys? It is me, Mystery. So, let's just start off with some news that was released locally today. It's been kind of a thing that's just been kind of underground, but I want to address the fact that COVID-19 has now surpassed heart disease as the leading cause of killing Americans. And I don't think it's just Americans, it could be possibly the world. My internet's out, so I wasn't able to do as much research as I normally do on this subject. But, guys, that's fucking scary. COVID-19 can cause lasting damage to your lungs and your heart. It can cause inflammation in your lungs. It can cause inflammation in your heart. It's fucking deadly. Like, COVID-19 is not a joke. It's not just like you have the flu, you get sick, and then, you know, you get better. COVID-19 has now had enough research to see that there are lasting effects. Are they lifetime lasting? We don't know yet because, you know, we haven't had enough research. We need like 10, 20, 30, 40 years of research to address this. But that's really scary because there's a lot of people that already have conditions with their heart and their lungs, like emphysema, and with me, with my aortic stenosis. So if I catch COVID-19, I will literally die. And I know I am not the only one that is going to be affected by this if I ever caught it. That's fucking scary. Not cool. So, guys, wash your hands. Don't go out public unless you have to. And please wear a mask. I know there's some people that don't believe in wearing masks. But here's the thing. The reason why we wear masks is because COVID-19 is not an airborne disease. It needs a carrier. And the carrier is your mucus, your snot, your spit. So that's why we wear masks. And the fact that COVID-19 is now the leading cause of Americans over heart disease? Holy shit. Like, holy fucking shit. That's insane. Ugh. Yeah, yeah, wear your mask. That way we can block the snot, the mucus, the saliva that does carry COVID-19. So wear your mask. If you see somebody not wearing a mask, I mean, yeah, you can be a dick. I don't care. I personally wouldn't be a dick. I would just be like, dude, you're not wearing a mask. You're possibly endangering everyone around you. That's like when I see nurses and doctors, they are always wearing their masks fully on their face. People that do not completely understand how COVID-19 works, they're the ones that have like the diaper chin thing going on, or they like have it underneath their nose. No, that's not going to help you. That's not going to save you. That's not going to help or save anyone else. Whoop whoop, what's up, Timmy? We're in the COVID-19 talks. So, yeah, guys, just make sure you wear your mask. COVID-19 is a very serious thing. There are a lot of elderly people at risk, and there are a lot of children that are being affected by it. Just recently, there was a 9-year-old boy that died of complications due to COVID. There are young, healthy adults that are dying because of COVID. So please wear your mask. Please wash your hands. Also, it is coming about that there's also an inflammatory disease that is affecting children because of COVID-19, kids that have caught COVID. I think it's their veins or their arteries. They become inflamed, and it's very painful to look at. I can only imagine what it fucking feels like. So please, guys, please be safe for each other, for yourselves, and for strangers around you. Wear your mask, wash your hands. That's all. That's all you gotta do. Hold on. Is that better? Should I bring it closer to me? Is that better? We good, Timmy? I'm just over here bitching about COVID-19. Also, I have a sore ass fucking throat, so it's been cold. I left my window open last night. I fucked up. But in summary, COVID-19 has surpassed heart disease as the leading cause of Americans. Any Americans, all Americans, not just specific groups of Americans, but all fucking Americans. Do you know how long it took heart disease to become number one, and in less than 2 years, COVID-19 is now the leading cause of death in Americans? I think right now we are just about to hit the 500,000 mark of people that have died, and I know some people are like, well, you know, 500,000 is not a whole lot if you consider the American population is like, what, 1 billion, 2 billion, something like that? But in reality, that's huge. That's fucking huge. For a 2-year span, those are insane fucking numbers. That's not cool. Like, it could have easily been prevented. Yes, I know vaccines are coming out now, and there are 2 doses to the vaccine, not just 1. I know that some people are only taking 1 dose, I see online, and it's like, why the fuck are you doing that? Like, you are literally not doing what you're supposed to with the vaccine. What the fuck? Just get both doses of the vaccine if you choose to get the vaccine. I'm not pushing for the vaccine. I'm just saying, if you do choose to get the vaccine, if you are somebody who is at risk or is at a job that is an at-risk job, please do what they tell you to do. Take the vaccine. Both doses. Because I don't know about you, but I could die if I caught COVID. Both of my parents could die if they caught COVID because of their health conditions. All 3 of my kids are young enough. If they caught COVID, they would have serious damage, if not death, brought upon them because of COVID. And I know a lot of people don't want to lose their family. They don't want to lose their friends. So, guys, be sure, wear your mask properly. Wash your hands. That's all you got to do. What's up, April? We're talking about COVID for like a hot second. But, guys, do you know what else is today other than medicinal music with mystery? You know, this person with like the whole chopped hair that's all gone. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I did this myself. I customized the color. It has pink in it, it has blue, it has purple. Like, I wish you guys could see this hair. Like, it's not bad. Not gonna lie, this is the first time I straightened it though, and I don't know why it's so poofy. But my hair is hella fucking poofy. So, guys, today starts the impeachment trials of former President Donald J. Trump. Whew, I know a lot of people, at least people I've seen online, on news sources that have been in other people's comments. Oh, thank you, April. I do love my hair too. But another thing people are saying is, he's not president anymore. You can't impeach him. Blah blah blah. As the law stands, the crimes that he committed while in office, that is what's being addressed. Now, you can impeach somebody that is no longer in office if the impeachment trial was not able to be addressed while he was in office. So, Donald J. Trump is getting impeached, as he deserves. He incited a riot and an insurrection at the Capitol on January 6th, which is my youngest son's birthday, so now his birthday is going to be infamous. Not cool, bro. But just the fact that a lot of people, like even Robert Stone, a man that he had pardoned for his crimes, was at the insurrection talking to the people that were there to protest. This one blows my mind. The fact that Stone was there when he said he was at his hotel room and he did not leave, and the fact that he was caught in this lie and talking to the people. This man is Donald Trump's right-hand man. This man has constant contact with Donald Trump. And nobody can tell me otherwise that this man did not assist in the insurrection that happened on January 6th at the Capitol. Like, I'm sorry, but you just can't. The fact that he lied about his whereabouts makes me really, really consider that he is super guilty of some fucking shit. Like, for real. Come on. Ugh. I still can't believe it is now February. It's been a month, and we are still finding out new facts about the insurrection. But that is the reason why Donald J. Trump has his impeachment trial today. Last I heard, all 5 of his lawyers actually dropped him as a client because they did not want to be a part of it. They did not want to defend him. That speaks volumes to me. When a lawyer will sit there and say, I cannot do this, means there is no way that they can fight for their client. That means that they personally, as lawyers, have no way to fight this in court. That blows my fucking mind. 5 fucking lawyers did that. That's insane. I don't know if Trump has recently gotten new lawyers because, it all starts today, and they literally did this last week. Not even last week. It's like 4 or 5 days ago. They dropped Trump as a client. That's fucking insane. But the impeachment trial is starting today, and I know if I can, I'm going to get as much information and come back next week with more stuff about that. But last week I did talk about how Idaho was trying to pass legislation in the Idaho Congress to ban marijuana. It was announced, I want to say it was Friday. The Idaho Congress did pass the bill stating that no marijuana will be legalized in Idaho. Now, what does that mean for national legalization? I don't fucking know. I gotta do some more research into that. But like I said, my internet's gone for a little bit. But, what it says to me... I appreciate you. Much love and respect right back to you. But, I know this year, a lot of Democrats and Republicans from other states in the Senate and Congress have all really talked about legalization on a national level. Even the president has his people talking about legalization, complete legalization in the United States, not decriminalization, legalization, which is something that I have been pressing for fucking 22 years, I feel like. I swear to God. It feels like forever that I have been pressing for national legalization. And honestly, it needs to happen because marijuana should not be a crime. Smoking marijuana should not be a crime. Possessing marijuana should not be a crime. And growing marijuana should not be a crime. People should have access to this if they so choose. Now, just because it's legal does not mean people are going to just flat out be like, oh, I'm gonna go get some weed. No. There are people that will follow their religious views, their personal views, and, not smoke pot. It's not a pressure thing. It's not just because it's legal, we're going to make you smoke weed. That's not how it works. What's up, Damien? What's up, my brother from another mother? I missed you, dude. So, Damien, I'm a broke bitch, and I wasn't able to pay my internet bill. So I apologize if I have not been online, brother. But it's good to see you here. Guys, Damien, he is part of Canna What. He hosts Canna What. It's on every Wednesday from 2 to 1. Be sure to check it out because he talks about edibles. He talks about growing. He talks about basically the science and life behind cannabis. So if you want more information on stuff like that, be sure to check out Damien's show, which is on, like I said, every Wednesday from 12 to 1. But don't ever forget, the Sarge is on Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. with the Sarges WAKIN Band. The creme de la creme of Mountain High 10. But yeah, no, Biden's people have really been talking about legalization, and people in the Senate and the House of Representatives, Congress, they have been talking about national legalization, and with Idaho putting their personal views on it, that's fine. Personally, I don't agree with it, but if enough people in the state of Idaho wanted to, they could, bring it up to the Idaho Congress, hey, here's our petition to get rid of this bill that states that cannabis is not allowed in the state whatsoever, smoking, growing, anything. What is this Send Stars thing I say? I don't know, try it. I think it's new. I know the Sarge, I got here just a wee little late, but at least I was here. He set everything up for me while I got ready. I don't know. Send Stars, try clicking it. I don't know what happened. Everyone just click Send Stars. Everyone. But back to Idaho, because this really bugs me personally, because there are people that could really benefit from at least medical marijuana. Like, the whole state could also benefit from the sales of medical and recreational marijuana. But because of their religious views, which not every single person in Idaho follows, they really kind of alienated themselves on this. I feel like what happened in Colorado, like when it became recreational legal, everyone flooded out here, flooded the markets, like the housing market, the cannabis market, the job market. What's going to happen in Idaho, I think, if it actually does become nationally legal, you're going to see a lot of people leaving Idaho. That way they could pursue their medical marijuana. There are many doctors in Idaho that are very against the bill that just passed in the Idaho Congress. Just for the simple fact that so many cancer patients could benefit from this, and doctors even realize this. Oh, stars is a tipping service? Okay. Yeah, guys. Send all the stars. It's just a penny. Send me some stars. I want to see some stars. I'll put stars in my eyes. But I really don't know what the fuck Idaho was thinking. Every single state around them has either medical or recreational cannabis, and the fact that they're like, oh, well, I don't want it in the state. Do they really think just because they passed this law, people are not going to have cannabis in the state of Idaho? Like, that really baffles me. Because I don't know about you, but I remember the days when California was the only state that had medical cannabis. And people were still somehow finding ways to bring it into their states. Now, guys. Well, yeah, well, a lot of it came from Canada, too, up by Michigan. They used to have stuff from Canada come through the cars and stuff and through the mail. So the fact that Idaho was like, oh, we're just going to ban it, it's not going to be in our state. That was really fucking stupid on their part. Like, I don't know really what the fuck they were thinking. Like, at all. Alright, guys. So, we talked about Idaho. We talked about the fact that Trump's impeachment trial is starting today. COVID-19 has now surpassed heart disease and also has lasting effects on the heart and the lungs, and also is causing inflammatory diseases in children and is causing death in children. So, with that, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go get my throat coat real quick because, talking takes a lot, and it's a dry-ass state. So, guys, I'll be right back. While I'm gone, make sure to share this out to your friends, share it out to your groups. Let's get everyone on here because we're going to be talking more news, okay? I love you guys. I'll be right back. Be right back!
And I need a cup of sugar cause she's too thick, too thick. Yeah, she's too thick, she's stirring in the bowl. Yeah, she's too thick, she's stirring on her own. Round and round we go, round and round we go. I got her at the store, man, I met her at the store, yeah. Check your atlas, we the baddest, biggest star since Patrick. We some bikini bottom behind your back like nunchucks. We some wild boy, dumb fucks. Jacket on her booty, now she flipping cups. Ass so fast, you need to giddy up. Ass look like she playing double touch. Got her every morning and that's my brunch. I don't give a fuck, you niggas need to get the hunch. What the fuck you want? Fuck you heard? Talking like they Big Willie. Come on, that's a bit silly. Nothing's even new no more. All you need is gas money. You can be on tour. Nothing but a laptop to be the next Black Rob. Self-promotion no longer looked at as I kept my 2 cents in for so long. I can afford studio time for 4 songs. Despite a dickhead and being a son of a bitch. Failure comes in many sizes, but none of them fit. So mama set it on my left, set it on my right, then step out of sight. Set it off on my left, yeah. Set it off on my right, yeah. Set it off. Set it off. Everybody talking like they Big Willie. Come on, that's a bit silly. Nothing's even new no more. All you need is gas money. You can be on tour to the next college town and knock it down. I catch a lot of shine cause I'm polished now. Yep, I'ma ride my own dick and leave enough room for you to swallow or spit. Look, I done it and do it again. Let your next move be your best move or lose some of your friends. Artistic assisted suicide is what I do with a pen. Grab a few of your men and bush in the amateurs and come hunt the pros with a flow so cold you think it come from snow. Go ahead and walk it out while I run the show. Ask about me, they'll agree I'm something to know. Bet your bottom dollar you can find me at the top like the Geico commercial. Where you been? Under a rock, fondling cock, mumbling a lot. Me, I'm high as fuck, crumbling pot. Medical, leaving my condition critical. You gotta feel me when I say that I'm untouchable, unpredictable, unacceptable. What I'm trying to say is I'm very irregular. Mr. Dirt Diggler Dangler to the rest of ya. And I'ma set it off on my left, yeah. Set it off on my right, yeah. Set it off. Set it off on my left, yeah. Set it off on my right, yeah. Set it off. Let's start it like this. Let's start it like this. Let's start it like this. Let's start.
Always minding my own to your business. And you should be alright. Yeah. Favorite music. Tommy Crowder, man.
Alright guys, we are back with medicinal music. I am Mystery. This is episode 5 of season 2. Just recap for the new viewers on here. We talked about how COVID-19 is now the leading cause of death in Americans and it has surpassed heart disease. That's big fucking news and that's fucking scary. I also covered that Trump's impeachment trial is starting today. And I know a lot of Americans, feel like he should be convicted of the crimes that he committed on January 6th, inciting the insurrection. Crap, what else did I talk about? Oh yeah, in Idaho. How Idaho is messing up heavily. They passed in the Idaho Congress that they will not have legal cannabis whatsoever, which is hindering a lot of medical patients and hindering the state itself because they can make a lot of money off of this. So, now, guys, be sure if you guys want to send stars, it's just a penny to send a star, so make sure you send a star my way. I like stars, they're pretty. Yeah, somebody else brought it up, actually. It's Damien. Another thing I covered, the fact that I cut my own hair. It is tradition when you lose somebody, when they die, Native Americans will cut their hair, and with my Native American descent, I was actually supposed to do it back in December because I lost my best friend due to medical malpractice. My best friend growing up, her name was Alyssa. I lost her. She had 2 little boys. And also I lost my best friend. He was murdered out in California. That was hard. So I was a little bit behind on tradition. But guys, I did it. Tradition! It's funny. Fiddle on the roof. Tradition! I'm also Jewish, so that's even more funny. We only found out recently a family secret that my mom's side of the family is Cherokee. The Cherokees, the Flint Cherokees. My mom's side of the family is also Greek, and we also found out we are Jewish. The Jewish one was a big surprise, but it explains why I'm so funny. But thank you, April. That's a Christmas tree. That's not a bud, bro. I don't know if you guys have seen Sarges' weed, but oh my god, he has a Christmas tree. He doesn't have a... That's not a nug. That's a Christmas tree. Like, it's like this tall. Like, I swear to God. But, thank you, D. I really appreciate sharing it out. But now we're going to talk about some international news. The government in... Oh, I'm probably going to butcher this. Miramon? Yeah, Miramon. There we go. They recently... the government was overthrown. They said that, and I quote, there was election fraud. So they overthrew the government. And they literally had a complete media blackout. There was no internet. There was no...
to show how Americans are a bunch of pussies.
Really? Truly?
There was election fraud and nobody did a fucking thing.
No.
Storm the Capitol.
Yeah, that was really it. They stormed the Capitol.
That was baby shit.
Yeah. And these people, like, they overthrew the government, like, no internet, no cell phones, no nothing for you. Fuck you. But they recently, actually today, they brought back the internet to the country because so many people were talking about it. Like, it got leaked out that this was happening, and everyone's like, shit. They literally were like, oh crap, so we're not the bad guys. Like, here's your internet back. Here's your cell phone service back. Here's the news. Like, everything's fine. It's like, you guys literally overthrew your government and you're trying to say that we're fine? No, you guys aren't fine. You guys aren't fine. And the fact that I haven't seen any facts about this supposed election fraud that has caused the government to be overthrown makes me really wonder if it wasn't like just an inside like coup, kind of like what was trying to happen here in America. And if that isn't proof enough that Americans are like literally the craziest fucking people in the world, I don't know what is. Because literally, stormed the Capitol. They went live with it. They were tweeting. Oh my god, they were like FaceTiming fucking family back home, like, look what I'm doing. It's like, you guys are committing a crime against your country and you're bragging about it on social media. And I know almost all the top 100 people that they were looking for on the FBI's wanted list for the insurrection, most of them have been found. So that's cool. And I don't know if you guys remember the fucking QAnon shaman. They moved him to a new jail waiting to be sentenced because he hadn't ate in 9 days. Because, and I shit you guys not. What up, Skylar? But guys, they sent him to a new jail because he didn't eat for 9 days because the food wasn't organic. They sent him to a jail where they do serve organic food. I don't know about, I remember when I went to jail, I was in El Paso County. Like, I didn't get candy. I didn't get bottled water. Fucking organic food. Like,
Organic food's nasty anyways.
most of it, yeah. The organic meat tastes weird. But, like, guys, if you ever go to jail, just, you know, go on a hunger strike for like 9 days and you can get whatever you want, I guess. Is basically what it boils down to. But this man was a domesticated terrorist, and the fact that he just like, oh, I'm gonna be a big ass baby and not eat my food. Like, no, that's his personal choice if he doesn't want to eat or not. It really is. There are people that go on hunger strikes in jails and in prisons, and they don't get that luxury. They don't. I don't know why this man got the luxury, but he did. And the fact that he called himself a shaman, oh, that's disrespectful. Oh, the cultural appropriation on that man's face. Just, how dare he? I know some native people took a heavy offense to it. Some people didn't. It's all about, you know, how you feel about it. I personally, I thought it was like kind of shitty, but I didn't get offended. I was like, oh, he wants to be a shaman? Okay. But there are like some native people, the indigenous, the First Nations, even in Canada, that were offended that man was calling himself a shaman while committing crimes. It's like, no, dude, like, that's not cool. I'm sorry, Sky. I missed you too, and I'm sorry shit's been hard, but, you know, I know California, it's a beautiful place. You know, just try to be happy. I know it's really hard to be happy. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in your life, Sky, but I love you and I'm always gonna love you. You're an amazing person. You're a tough girl. I mean, I watched you. Do you remember on the Tejon Bridge? I don't want to say too many details, but you remember that time on the Tejon Bridge with that crackhead? Like, nah, girl, you are tougher than what life is giving you. It might bring you down and it might make you sad, but girl, you are way tougher than this. Oh, shit, yeah. It's not a dry show today, guys. No, seriously, I've been out of weed for like almost a week. But seriously, Skylar, I love you. Stay positive. I know there's a lot of shit going down in the world. Just worry about what's going on with you. You and that little baby yours. Start. You want your joint? Oh, okay. Oh, sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. But, ooh, I'm dying. Do you ever just, like, get hit by a joint and you just gotta stare at it? Like, why'd you have to hit me like that? It's like when, I don't know about you guys, but I remember the first time my grandparents spanked me. I looked at them like, why did you do that? You're my grandparents. You're supposed to love me unconditionally. Yeah, no, apparently acting out. No, that don't work like that. But, oh. I still can't believe a whole country had a media blackout after the fact they overthrew their government from election fraud. And I wonder how many other countries that do have elections rather than, you know, royal families or military in charge of the government. How many other countries are like, yeah, election fraud? And I swear if they're like, well, America did it and nothing happened, I'm just gonna face palm so hard my little button nose is probably gonna go right into my face. I really expect at least one country in the world to say, well, America did it. And it's like, no. Just because America did it doesn't mean you can do it. That's like going to the playground and pushing somebody over like, well, that person did it. It doesn't work. You have to be held accountable for your actions. That's how everything works. That's how America works even. Americans are held accountable for their actions. Like I said, I went to El Paso County Jail. Why? I had a warrant. I had a warrant. But you know what I did? I took care of my warrant and I went to jail. I mean, I've been to jail twice my entire life. One was for that warrant where I didn't pay my traffic fines because, you know, I had a 1966 Dodge Dart that had a historic plate on it, and I did not realize in the state of Colorado you can only go so many miles with a historic plate, and Colorado Springs Police was watching my car and how far I was going and estimated that I only went, you know, I think it's like you can go 60 or 30 miles, I forget. I think it's 30, and they said, oh, you probably went double and went 60, so I got a ticket for that, never paid it, but, ah, crap, do you have a lighter? I talk too much sometimes. I'm on the radio. I talk too much. That was stupid. But, the second time I went to jail, I'm still kind of really proud for this. There was a judge, not here in Colorado Springs, but it was in El Paso County. I was taking care of a camping ticket. Even though I wasn't camping, they wrote me a camping ticket. It was kind of crazy. They wrote me a camping ticket, so I went to the court to address the fact that I was not camping. This judge was just being very rude and unfair to people. I mean, there was even a man in there. He's like, you know, this wasn't my car. I literally went for a test drive in this car. And the judge is like, well, did you buy the car? And the man's like, no, I did not buy the car. He's like, well, you still needed to have insurance to test drive this car. When, in fact, it should have fallen upon the car's owner to have insurance because that is his property. This man had been fighting this ticket for 2.5 years in the same court. 2.5 years, that's ridiculous. And he finally that day was like, you know what? I don't even have this $600 to pay this off, but you go ahead and charge me with a no insurance. Yeah, it was ridiculous. And finally, like, I had gotten up there, you know, the judge is like, okay, you know, we'll take this to another court day, da-da-da. I sit my happy little ass down. And my boyfriend at the time was not, I can't say he wasn't because he still isn't very smart, but he did not understand what was going on in the courtroom. So he was asking the judge questions. When the judge stopped talking, he's like, I don't understand this. Can you please explain? And the judge got mad at him. He's like, you're not this stupid. You understand exactly what I'm saying. And I do not, like, what do you say? I do not take kindly to liars or something along those lines. And he said, if you speak one more time and ask one more question, I'm sending you to jail for 5 days. And his natural response was just like, what? Just not even thinking, like, I was even blown away. I even said what in the back of the courtroom. I was like, what? And the judge sentenced him to 5 days in court, or in jail. And me, being the Kelly that I am, that will always stick up for people, even if it's gonna put me behind. If I see somebody or something unfair, I'm gonna be like, hey, you know, with my Libra rising, I can't just sit here and fucking, like, let this happen. So I stood up and like, Your Honor, can I just say something? He's like, you may. So he let me talk. And me, being the idiot that I fucking am sometimes, I was like, Your Honor, that's kind of bullshit if you ask me. And I don't think you should be able to do that sitting as a judge, just to sentence somebody to 5 days in jail because they don't understand what you are telling them. And it's your job to explain the laws and the court process. And he's like, you want to go to jail too? I was like, personally, no, but I think you should be taken off the bench and disbarred. So guess who else got 5 days in jail? Kelly got 5 days in jail. It was not cool. I mean, jail wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna lie, female jail, it's pretty legit. It's like Girl Scout camp. Like, you just go around with a bunch of girls, you read books, you play basketball, and you go to sleep when you're told to go to sleep. I know male jail is not the same. I know the person I was dating at the time when we went to jail together, he actually had a CO, like you could see even the marks like on his neck and his face, where a CO had put his boot on his face. And this was like days later. It was ridiculous. So, women, if you go to El Paso County, don't worry, everything's fine. Like, they give each other candy. I got a whole bunch of candy. I had, like, the girls with other face tattoos, like, hanging out with me and reading books. I had people give me their Kool-Aid. Like, it was really nice. I loved it. Jail isn't that bad. I think I got a little off track with my jail stories. I think I should get back to the news. But yeah, no guys. So yeah, there's that. Okay. Oh crap. Oh. Actually, I was just reading the news on the break recently, because I wanted to get updates on the Trump impeachment trial. So, they did a survey among Americans. It was, I think, hold on, let me just check it real quick because I still have it up right here. It was ABC News did a poll on its viewers online asking, should Donald J. Trump be held accountable for what happened on January 6th, or should he be found innocent? And it was a landslide of he should be guilty. And that amazes me because even, like, people I know that are hardcore Trump supporters back home in Michigan, like, we're still friends, we're still family, we still love each other just because we have different political views. Doesn't mean shit. But even the hardcore Trump supporters that I personally know are saying, no, what he did was actually a crime and he should not have done that. A count of 5 people have died. It was originally 4, but now 5 people had died. And the police officer that was actually killed during the insurrection was finally laid to rest. He was laid to rest with honors and in D.C. actually. That I remember watching that. That was really hard because that man was literally just trying to do what he was supposed to do and protect the people inside. And I know it was really hard for some of those senators and those House of Representatives, those representative seat holders. I know, like, me growing up, I know the Sarge probably went through this too, but we all had active shooter drills at least once a year. Where, we would have to sit in the classroom, the lights off, lock the doors, all that. Get the all clear, everything. Some of those people have never been through that a day in their life. And they had no idea what to do. And they probably have, like, PTSD from it. I'm not gonna lie, that's terrifying when somebody's coming in to kill you. Like, that's intense. But, I know, oh my gosh. My favorite human being on fucking planet Earth, one of the people who were egging people on and assisting the insurrectionists, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the one that said there's also Jewish space lasers that started the wildfires in California and whatnot. She actually lost her educational committee seat. So, good job, Marjorie Taylor Greene. QAnon's treating you well. We had to do that when I was in school in Oklahoma. Yeah. I mean, back in Michigan, we never really had any active shooters in Michigan that I recall growing up for, like, schools or anything. I mean, but we still did the drills because everyone knows Columbine. Everyone knows Columbine. Even, I can probably ask my oldest child, he's 7, and be like, do you know what Columbine is? He'll at least be like, wasn't it a school shooting? Like, that's sad. Like, even some other, like, kids I know what Columbine are. But that happened here in Colorado, and what was it, 1999? Because I was 8. But it happened April 20th. 2 individuals entered the school with propane bombs that actually did not go off, so instead they started shooting a lot of people. 13 people died. One was a teacher. There was a memorial in Columbine speaking all about it. But because of that, we have active shooter drills in every single school. And I know since then, it has saved a lot of children's lives. It really has. I think the worst school shooting since then was in Parkland, Florida. And I want to say it was 13 as well that passed, if not more, maybe 14. But we know how to go through an active shooter drill. We know what to do. 2AT, still to this day, they will get the call of active shooter over the phone or over the PA, depending on what kind of school you went to. But, oh wow, that was the day after your birthday? Damn. That's so sad. So you were, like, all happy, like you just had your birthday and then that crap happened? That's so sad. But yeah, you get the call for active shooter. And what the teachers do, they immediately lock the door. And some of the schools that I went to, they had blinds that they could, flip over. That way they could not look into the classroom. But they would lock the doors, sometimes flip the blinds, turn the lights off, tell everyone to get close to the wall by the door. That way if he looked in, he would not see anybody. And you would wait until you hear, this is Officer so-and-so with the police department, and this is Officer so, like, there was always two cops. I know there was always two cops. I remember that. So when the two officers would say, all clear, all clear, all clear, they would do the three all clears. The teachers would look out the window, make sure it really was police officers, and then they would unlock the doors, turn on the lights, and resume class. We know how to get through a school shooting scene. These people didn't. Some of these people, like, I don't know what they would have done without, like, the DC police officers and the security that was there that day. That man lost his life to protect these people. So democracy could still happen. Now, anybody that knows me knows I'm a punk. I am all for governing yourself and your community. I don't believe in big government. But we still have big government today. There are people working in there, and what happened to those individuals that day should not have happened. That officer should have never died. The insurrectionist, I forget her name right now, should have never died. Even the idiot that tried to steal a painting and ended up tasing himself in the balls to death, he didn't deserve to die. That was... I still can't believe that's how it went down, but it wouldn't be America if somebody didn't die in some stupid fucking way. Yeah, the Oklahoma City bombing happened on my 10th birthday. Oh, dang, you're right. Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of bombs. Oh my gosh. Back to the high school shooter shit. Now, I went to high school in a tiny, tiny town of like 3,000 people. You guys are going to laugh at the name, but it's Gaylord High School. Yes, Gaylord High School. And there was actually a bomb threat, an actual physical bomb threat that was called into school one day. And I remember, like, the teachers freaking out because, like, they had the classrooms that were kind of joined in the middle, and there was, like, a joint office in the middle. I remember teachers, like, going to, like, their little office doors and, like, was there supposed to be a bomb drill today? And no, there's not supposed to be a bomb drill today. Oh, so this is real? And just freaking out and, like, literally, like, running with these kids to get out of the building. And it turns out somebody just called in a bomb threat because they didn't want to go to court that day. Yeah, real fucking smart. You put, like, so many children, like, in fear and adults in fear. It was not cool. And they wasted a lot of taxpayers' money. But I'm glad the bomb was not real. As far as I can remember from, like, town history, the bomb was not real. There was a suspicious package, but it was not a bomb. But yeah, that's one thing I remember also that schools didn't do. They didn't do the bomb drills. They did bomb drills maybe like one time when I was in high school with the bomb threat. That was after the bomb threat. But kids nowadays, even when we were fucking kids, it was scary growing up because you didn't know when it was going to happen. I mean, yeah, a lot of, like, bad things happen in big cities. This is small town logic, and anybody from a small town can think this. All the bad stuff's happened in the city. It could never happen here. Columbine isn't a huge city. Parkland, Florida was not a huge city. And that stuff still happened there. Why? Because children's mental health is not being checked the way it should have been. Nowadays, people are a lot better, but when there's just certain signs that you can tell, like, something is struggling within a child, like something's hurting this child. And the fact that these children lashed out was because of something going on in their head. They felt a certain way because of probably they didn't know what the hell was going on in the head. It could have been schizophrenia. It could have been, oh God, what's the other one? There's another one where they have, like, not voices, but delusional thoughts that they see as real. It's not schizophrenia, it's something else. But there are mental illnesses that do go unchecked in children, and they are just labeled as teenage angst and teenage anger. It's like, no, they are really hurting because they don't understand what's going on with them compared to what everyone else is going through in the world. I know this because I used to take care of people that had these types of mental illnesses. And I have kind of an in-depth thing, like, idea about it, because I literally would sit there and ask them, like, how do you see the world? What is going on in your head? I would sit them down one-on-one, because I personally wanted to know. And I was so surprised at some of the answers I got. I never judged them. It's not my place to judge somebody for their mental illness. But just some of the things I would hear, you would have never guessed. And these guys were living in a town of like 200 people. Like, you would never think some of these things that these guys would come up with. And it pained me because they had no control over this. They literally would have these ideas and thoughts in their head that were just so hurtful to other people. And it was just like, whoa, dude, like, do you want to go down to the river and take a walk? Like, I was not afraid of these individuals, like, whatsoever. I had earned their trust, and they earned mine in return. But just the fact that mental health does not get checked as often in teenagers as it should is why we have things like school shooters, school bombings, and later in life, adults that end up being, you know, murderous. They end up raping people. Like, mental illness is something that you need to really check. All right, April, you have a good one. Later. But, oh gosh, guys. What time is it? Oh, heck yeah. Oh my gosh, I wasn't late today, guys. I was like a whole 20 minutes early. So you're going to get 20 extra minutes of me today. High as fuck. All right. So I'm going to take a break real quick. I'm going to get my notes together. And we're going to go over the final news and the recap. I love you guys. Make sure while we're gone, share this out. Let everybody know we're just on a break. But damn, let's get into some news. I like talking about the news and how has it affected other people. Like I said with those guys, I love knowing what goes on in people's minds. I love the human mind. I love it. I really do. It can be an amazing thing. But at the same time, the human mind can also be very dark and disturbing. It's fascinating. So guys, going to be taking a short break. Listen to the tunes while I'm gone. Let me know what you like.
Trust me, I never lied to you. Maybe I'm not the guy for you. I just wanted to ride for you. But now I'm taking off down in a bottle of rum. And you can catch me at the club with a model. We gone, yeah.
I said it's really, really nice to meet ya. Dancing like you got a reason. Please don't let my girl catch you lucky, yeah. She crazy, so don't let her see ya. She crazy, she don't need a reason. Yeah, you can see hell in her eyes tonight.
Yeah, girl. See, it's all fun and games. But if she catch you looking, one of us gonna end up in a casket. That's all I gotta say. I'm out.
Chevy, leave him running ping pong, break it ready, know I cut it, you can't keep up, but you love it, struck to put the banger, put no one above it, ding dong, running money, always stunting, never fronting, when I pull up in the old way, Chevy, leave him running ping pong, break it ready, know I cut it, you can't keep up, but you love it, struck to put the banger, put no one above it, when you rap slow, gotta have a melody, gotta feel it in your feet, gotta hit it to the beat, and backstroke, and I swear you be at ease, got you begging on your knees, cause you tryna get it free, no cap though, only thing I spit is heat, if you running from police, then you better jump up at the back door, then just book it down the street where nobody has a key, there's a knock on the door, then it's go time, gotta go time, got no time, cause it's showtime, on the road time, coming for everything that's mine, each and every single round, chilling up and on your spine with the money on my mind, yeah, I'm headed for the cheddar, bet you never met a better lingo, coming out the ghetto, try to run up and get set up, and I'm never gonna let up, only trying to run a check up on my homies, really bad at it, if not, then you won't get it, ain't gone, running money, always stunting, never fronting, when I pull up in the old way, Chevy, leave 'em running, ping pong, break it ready, know I cut it, you can't keep up, but you love it, struck to put the banger, put no one above it, ding dong, running money, always stunting, never fronting, when I pull up in the old way, Chevy, leave 'em running, ping pong, break it ready, know I cut it, you can't keep up, but you love it, struck to put the banger, put no one above it, you ain't keeping up with me, you can never match my speed, from the streets, I'm a beast, I be flowing like a G, always eat, never sleep, I be running up the green, on TV, on the screen, we the realest on the scene, got the bag, cribbing Mac, any running out the back, never cap, when I rap, I spit fast to the max, what I written, got you tripping, got the money, never music bang. Make it rain, gaining fame, not the faith, it's a race, said dang. I've been hitting for a minute, but I'm never gonna quit it, said I'm going right out with a bang. While I'm steady getting litty, inky team, they rockin' with me, we gon' straight up, pause, getting bang. Running money, always stunting, never frontin'. When I pull up in the old way, Chevy, leave 'em running, ping pong, break it ready, know I cut it, you can't keep up, but you love it, strapped up with the banger, put no one above it, ding dong, running money, always stunting, never frontin'. When I pull up in the old way, Chevy, leave 'em running, ping pong, break it ready, know I cut it, you can't keep up, but you love it, strapped up with the banger, put no one above it.
What's up, guys? We are back. Just had to take a little break. Kind of collect myself. Kind of got off track with like a whole bunch of stuff there. Probably because I got high. Damn it. I feel like Afro Man because I got high. I was gonna tell you the news, but then I got high. My bad. Alright, so while on break, I was checking the news because I had a news alert pop up. But in northern India, a glacier had actually burst. I thought it had collapsed, but it had burst and then it kind of collapsed in, and a whole bunch of water came rushing out. And now there are 19 people dead and 200 people missing. There are 35 people trapped in a tunnel right now as I speak, and that is terrifying. Like, why did that glacier explode? Was it the aliens? Like, because we were supposed to get aliens here in 2021. That's all I have to say. It's about the aliens. But it exploded and then it collapsed and then like the river came rushing through. That's just crazy to me. I've never heard of a glacier just bursting. I don't think that's a thing. I really don't. I'm sure Antarctic scientists can agree. That's not a thing. But that glacier was actually part of the glacier formation that's part of the Himalayan mountains. So, what I think is happening, I'm just going to come out and say it, global warming. I really think global warming has a part in this. There was probably, honestly, 2 broken pieces of glacier. One was really tiny and the pressure finally just burst. And then all that water comes rushing in from the little river because, like, you know, it kind of got. Damn, why did I get so high? I can't make words now. But I really think global warming was a part of that, honestly, with the glacier collapse in India. But that's really a huge tragedy. I mean, there's 200 people missing, 19 dead. Like I said, there's 35 people in a tunnel right now. They got buried in a tunnel from the glacier debris. Like, basically what happened is it exploded and then it flooded. With no warning whatsoever. And last I knew, the Himalaya glaciers were some of the strongest, like, glacier formations still left in the world. Like, holy shit. That, like, blows my mind. But I'm gonna butcher the name of this town, so I apologize in advance. But it is Uttarakhand in India. I'm only gonna say it once because that was bad enough. So I apologize to anyone, but that's like the northern part of India. But, let's see here. Okay, we're almost at an hour. Let's talk about one more thing. Let's talk about another thing that I just read on the news that I'm going to look into as well because I have some theories about it. Nothing confirmed. But let's talk about Tesla real quick. So, the Tesla company just bought $1.5 billion of Bitcoin and is now accepting Bitcoin as payment for a new Tesla. So anybody out there that still has Bitcoin and has enough out there, you can buy a Tesla soon. congratulations. I'm proud of you guys. But I have some theories about why Tesla put 1.5 billion into Bitcoin. I don't know. I'm sure by next week I'm going to have all the answers. As long as I get my internet bill paid. But, alright guys, I'm gonna get off of here, because I am too stoned. Thanks, Mike. I was doing so good. But, I love you guys. There's a bunch of shit going on in the world, but a lot of stuff can be preventable. So, what do I always tell you guys? Do everything from love and light. And if anybody has any questions on what I mean by that, because I don't think I've ever fully explained it. Do everything from love and light. You need to feel love and see the light in everything that you do. The kindness, the hope. Even if it's if you have an extra taco from your taco pack and giving it to your buddy, or even if you're eating a taco pack on the road and you come across a homeless dude. Give them your fucking taco. I can't tell you how many homeless people love tacos. As an ex-homeless person, my favorite food is tacos. Why? Probably because I got a whole bunch of them when I was homeless. Oh, I made tostadas the other day though. That was pretty dope. Those are so good. I might do that again tonight. I'm sorry. I'm a whore for tostadas. Not meaning I will sleep with somebody for tostadas, but I'm just a whore for tostadas. It's like a pizza slut. That's another thing. I used to have a t-shirt that even said pizza slut. I'm not a slut for pizza, but I'm a slut for pizza. I am the pizza slut. Not the giver of the pizza slut. I am the pizza slut. And I can't tell you how many times, oh my god, I literally would get a pizza delivered to the freaking apartment, and I would just take it and run into the bedroom and just eat it. Have the pizza box on my chest, by my face, so I don't lose any pieces of bacon in between. Yeah, I'm a pizza slut. I don't really care though. I'm proud of it. It's a good title. But do everything from love and light. As we talk about my greedy pizza experiences. I apologize to Toby. But don't do anything from hate. Don't do anything that can be perceived as dark or bad. If you don't want to do something, go ahead, don't do it. But don't go out of your way to be like a jackass. Don't go out of your way to put somebody down, put strangers down, put a group of people down, put some animals down. No. No. Not to be 1994's Pocahontas over here, but everything has love within it. Trees, they love sun, so that's their love. They have that relationship. And people, we have to love one another and the animals that we coexist on this planet with. And the plants, too. Let's not forget the environment. But everything deserves simple respect. And that's what it boils down to. Just be happy, do happy things, and make sure the people around you are happy. So, do everything from love and light. My hippie ass is getting off of here with my sweater that I absolutely just love. It's my favorite sweater. But I love you guys. I will talk to you next week. Same time, same place. Until then, make sure you check out the Sarge at 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. And you can watch Can of What on Wednesdays from noon to 1. And shout out to our sponsors. You got Syndicate Empire Radio. I almost always fuck that up. I always want to throw radio as the second one. There's Ace Loan and Pawn as well. Rocky Mountain Brewery. There was the chili cook-off there. What was it, last Friday? Yeah, last Friday. And it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of great chili. It was all for charity. So that was pretty dope. Anybody that's on here, thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. And oh my god, I got some fat on chili. It was so great. So thank you again, Damien, for that chili. Dope. But I'm gonna get off of here since I'm really high and I am so lost right now. I wish I was lost in the wilderness, but now I'm just lost in my own head. Love you guys. Be good. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And remember, wear your mask. Wash your hands. In the page, wash your hands. Same concept. I love you. I'll check you guys later.
Down your nerves. I can feel your heart racing. Girl, you're so anxious. Leave the line. lights on, cause I wanna see your faces when you're both on top of me. So hold on tight, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. When it's me you are, me you are, me you are. All that really matters is me you are, me you are. It's just me you are, me you are, me you are. Murder was the case, I'd like to make it flatline. Drive by broad day, I'm about to make it nap time. Push the hip to the hop, I guess I'll make it rap time. Make a rapper take a seat for good like a handicap sign. I keep it real, let me stop with all the joking, cause shit could get real when your BM's who I'm stroking. Cause life is up and down, so I guess she's roller coasting. My Chevy like a boat, the way I'm floating on this ocean. Like where you from? He can't define his hood. So when I club him up, I call that shit my Tiger Woods. So I shine bright like a diamond would. Kid, they claim they got bars, but do they have the time into it? It's just me, you, and her in this room all alone right now. So just settle down your nerves. I can feel your heart racing. Girl, you're so anxious. Leave the lights on, cause I wanna see your faces when you're both on top of me. So hold on tight, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. When it's me you are, me you are, me you are. All that really matters is me you are, me you are, me you are, me you are.
AC the king,
This is the legend.
For all the times I couldn't buy shit, about to fuck around and flex. For all the times I didn't have shit by that Christmas tree, I'm about to fuck around and flex. Don't ask me about the jewelry on my neck, just know it cost a check. It's time to flex. Ooh, wait, flex.
Young Philly nigga, fuck a check up on the regular. If I lose my money, I'ma have to pull the heckler. Bullets hit your body, now they motherfucking wet. Shotty hit these niggas, have them flipping like some wrestlers. I get money, nigga, better check. Step up in the club, it's time to flex. Yeah, bottles popping, nigga, they on deck. Now your chick all up in my section, saying she wet. Said she wanna go to the crib and give me neck. Beat the pussy up and send her back to you a wreck. You ain't on my level, nigga, I suggest you get back. Cause that line you bout to cross gon' get your whole neck snatched, nigga.
For all the times I couldn't buy shit, about to fuck around and flex. For all the times I didn't have shit by that Christmas tree, I'm about to fuck around and flex. Don't ask me about the jewelry on my neck, just know it cost a check. It's time to flex. Ooh, wait,
Yeah.
flex.
I never made it to college, but my children will. I got money in the bank, but act like Uncle Phil. I got that fire in the booth, but it's a cold summer. Yeah, I'm suit and tied up, I'm talking Benny Hunter. I need my money, my guapo, I need my hunter. I'm talking better, come correct, I send them bounty hunters. I'm blowing up like a terrorist attack, with a bomb strapped on my back, disguised with a hat in the mat. Heavily armed like them kids in Chirac. We go to war for the paper, we in love with the stack. Too many niggas that's down, too many niggas that's dead. Damn, way too many niggas caught up with feds.
Goddamn. For all the times I couldn't buy shit, about to fuck around and flex. For all the times I didn't have shit by that Christmas tree, I'm about to fuck around and flex. Don't ask me about the jewelry on my neck, just know it cost a check. It's time to flex.
I remember times I couldn't buy shit. That's when I get paper, bitch, I buy shit. Yeah, I'm trying to run up a check, yes. I'm trying to boss up and flex. Got my hands in the air cause they know when I'm next. I'm getting bitches like I'm R&B, I make them keep sweat. I'm about the Celtics like I'm Boston. I think that I lost them. Yeah, they know I'm cold, I'm a stunner, call me Austin. Aw shit, bitch, I'm the freshest when I'm flossing. Out here hurting feelings, all these niggas better flossing. Yeah, I'm shagging bitches, get the power like I'm Austin. They just want the dope that I cook, it's gon' cost them.
For all the times I couldn't buy shit. Whoa. About to fuck around and flex. For all the times I didn't have shit by that Christmas tree. Woo. I'm about to fuck around and flex. Don't ask me about the jewelry on my neck. Whoa. Just know it cost a check. It's time to flex. Ooh, wait. Flex.
Goddamn.
This is Mountain High 10 Radio on the Mixler and TuneIn app. www.mixler.com/MountainHighXRadio.